Hi guys. Hi everyone. Please like and share as a comment. I know this is an impromptu live stream. I know. I know it's an impromptu live stream. I just have to bring it as it is hot. Please like and share. If you can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. If you can hear me, please do let me know and we shall continue. We shall continue with the live stream. Please like the live stream as you comment, guys. So, a quick intro. My name is Wemimo and also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. Hello, Vivi. How are you? Happy Sunday. How is your weekend or how is your weekend so far? So, this live stream, it was an impromptu. And there was a post I found on YouTube. I mean, not on YouTube, on Instagram. Okay. And I was just like, seriously? In this modern age, I'm sure you guys can see from the title there. I saw that video. I'm very well, thank you, Vivi. How are you? So I saw that video and I was like, in today's world, this is still happening. So there's a video I saw on Instagram. It's about hello Adebikpe, how are you, my beautiful sis? Happy weekend. So you guys can see from the title, a lawyer, mm, a lawyer. I will have done this on StreamYard so we could watch the video together. But I'm going to play the video so we can listen to what they had to say. So I watched the video and it's about obviously they are married couple, right? And let me share the details of this guy first. The guy Opeyemi Mabawonku is a Yoruba man. Mabawonku. Okay. And looking at his LinkedIn profile here, if you want to find out the total, the main information about somebody, go to LinkedIn profile, especially the professional people. So his LinkedIn profile says he is the manager of PwC Nigeria. Hello, Habi, how are you? In fact, this live stream is not the one we are supposed to do today. I will see how we go with this one, and then I'll decide maybe we're going to treat the Bobby one at 7 o'clock. So this guy, like I said, his name is Opeyemi Mabawonku, and according to his LinkedIn profile, he's the manager of PwC. What company is that? PwC Nigeria, and he has all of his qualification: LLM, BL, LLB, CIARB, whatever that meant. And he studied at University of Lagos. And about him, no, let's do introduction. PwC, wow, big four. Oh, Abby, you know PwC, that's where you work. So that, and Vivi said, men are empowered by the patriarchal systems in Africa. So let's do a quick intro about him, okay? So about him, according to his LinkedIn profile, it says, as a manager at PwC Nigeria, I leverage my great wealth of experience in energy, ESG, mergers, acquisitions, internal restructuring, private equity, infrastructure finance, and compliance to provide regulatory and corporate law solutions to clients in various sections. Patrick said, good day to you. Happy Sunday. Hello, Patrick. How are you? Hello, Light. All of my old time runaway subscribers are coming back. Light, I see you. Welcome. Hello, Patrick. I think you are new to my channel. Welcome. I hope you like it here. So we are still reading about this now. Please like this live stream as you come in. So it said, I have over 10 years of experience in structuring transactions, proffering sound practical advice, driving growth, innovation, and value creation for client stakeholders. I am passionate about delivering excellence, building trust, and solving problems in the legal, energy compliance, corporate governance, and private equity space. So, guys, oh, you've been busy. That's understandable. So, Abby said, yeah, big four accounting firm, KP. Wow. So, he's making money. He's a good guy. He's making money, right? He's rich. So I'm not disputing his career, right? But you will have thought that as a lawyer, he will know better not to raise his hand on his wife. And I understand that arguments happen between couples, right? But in this modern age, in year 2024, if a man whom you call your husband, a man who call you his wife, whom you have children with, whom you are both doing bedroom dances together, especially when you have children together, in this modern age, and a learned, educated man for that matter, and somebody who knows the law, in this age of 2024 is raising his hands on you, trust me, you are in the wrong marriage. My husband is in the house now, and I want him to be hearing this. In fact, I'm sure you will have locked the door to the living room because I'm in my bedroom right now. I'm telling you, I'm going to be reading comments as well so we can be, proactive. Vivi said, ladies, don't ever be deceived by the fact that a man is educated or rich. It's not about being educated or exposed. It's about orientation and upbringing. Thank you. So I'm going to say it again. For all the youngins, all the young ones in the house, those of you that are dating, and those of you that you're already in the marriage, if it is in this modern world, a man whom you've given back to, a man who was one that chased you, married you, and in this modern world, year 2024, in this current time, is raising his hands on you, trust me, pack your bags, read my lips, pack your bags and leave. I know people say, oh, it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. I pray God open your eyes because it will be better. You use your two legs to walk out of that house than they should return your body back to your parents in a casket. Or they return you back to your parents half disabled. Maybe one arm is gone, or one eye is gone, or one part of your body is no longer functioning. Hey, Tigger, so many times a lot of wife beaters are just ill-mannered and it's happening. Like, I don't even want to, me sitting down here, I grew up in a home filled with a lot of domestic violence. My mom stayed until tomorrow. I can't even make reason why she stayed. She's still with my dad now. They are both aged, right? They are both mellowed. And in fact, my dad is mellowed a lot now. But still, I still can't, in my brain, think of why she stayed. So hence why, and I will tell you, children that have been brought up in a DV home, trust me, that child will have some sort of trauma. Me, I have my own trauma and I know it. But I'm trying my best way to deal with it. I have my own childhood trauma from experiencing those things that happened between my mom and my dad. And if you speak to any other person who grew up in a home where DV was there, they will tell you they have some sort of trauma as well. So let's go to this video. We're just going to play it, okay? Because I'm not able to share with you guys as I would normally share on StreamYard. So let's listen to this video. I'm trying to find the video because I downloaded it. I'm trying to find it. Hold on with me, guys. I downloaded the video earlier on. Yeah. So a part of the video, they were speaking Yoruba, but I'll try and translate for those of you who don't speak Yoruba, okay? So this is the home. I think that's a CCTV camera. So you can see from that video, there are two young girls. Can you see two young girls in that clip there? And from the beginning, let's start from the beginning of the video so that those of you who don't understand Yoruba. So that was the guy, that's Opeyemi, saying that what is the meaning of what you did? You messaged somebody to ask that, is there something going on between us? So I think this is an alleged case of his wife allegedly messaging her husband's alleged side chick. So that's just the first few seconds of that video there. He was asking his wife that what was the meaning of what you did? You messaged somebody asking if there was anything going on between us that is going between him and the other girl. So let's keep watching. And he went on cursing her like proper Yoruba curse, that is her head not functioning well. That she messaged somebody to ask her if there was something going on between them. That did she know what she did? That what did she do? That's the man, the husband, asking the wife that What did you do? You messaged her to ask her if there was anything going on between both of us? Let me read comments. Tiga said Vivi said DV leads to death and many other issues like mental health breakdown. Those young girls will suffer immense psychological and emotional issues, and it will affect them as a. Absolutely, you are right. So let's keep listening. I know the volume is not that clear enough, but hope you guys. I'll keep quiet so we can watch it. Okay. So you can see that he made a motion to push her. And the woman was like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. And you can see in the clip that the children are still there. You can see the children, the two girls, what are they wearing? One is wearing like a beach. So you can see the kids there. I want you guys to see the motion of the kids. So he is saying to the woman, take time, moving closer to her. And the woman was saying to him, be careful, oh, the children are here. The wife was saying to him, be careful, the children are here. Be careful, the children are here. That's what the wife was saying to him. And he kept moving closer to the wife, trying to, saying, behave yourself, oh, behave yourself, oh, behave yourself, oh. And then people say, I swear down, that's one thing I will never take from him. Exactly, we died here. We died here. I don't care. Odogu or no Odogu. Both of us, we died here. Let's keep watching. So his wife keeps saying, Magic, you're welcome, that your hand should not touch me. That don't let your hand touch me. Don't touch me. For the fact that the woman is not running, I want to believe that this is not the first time this man has made an attempt on eating his wife in the presence of his daughters. The wife was saying, Magic, you're welcome, like, don't let your hand touch me. Hello, OJ. Abby said, normally supposed to make use of a tapia. The woman was saying, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I will call my father. Don't touch me. At the same time, telling him, the children are here. The children are here. That was what the wife was telling this man, this lawyer man. Exactly, Vivi. He has claimed this is not the first time. I dropped a comment in the video clip there saying this is definitely not the first time he's doing this to this woman. And maybe the woman is just tired of running or tired of shouting. Please like this live stream as you come in. So let's keep watching. And the man said, if you don't call anybody, that the woman is a bastard. That's what a lawyer who knows the offense, who knows the law, a learned man, a lawyer for that matter. He said, if she doesn't call the person she wants to call, that she is a bastard. You heard him there. That's him telling the children to go to their room. This is kind of like bringing back experiences of anytime my dad wants to raise his hand on my mom. He will either stylishly send us on an errand. Yes, this is bringing back memories I really don't want to remember. My dad will stylishly send me my younger sisters on an errand. My brothers then, they were living at my grandpa's, so they at my grandparents' place a lot. My two brothers. So it's us, the girls, that most of us, the three, me and my two youngest, we were the ones that stayed at home 24/7 with my parents. So my dad will intentionally send us on an errand. It is maybe when I'm on my way back from that errand, I will see people gathered in front of our house. And I'm like, what's going on? Then I will run because I knew what has happened even before being told. So that's the man telling the girls, their children, to go into their. He's saying the girls should go to their room. And the wife keeps saying that I'm going to call my dad. Hopefully, she was hoping that if she said that, the man would not at least touch her, but the man said if she not call the father, that she's a bastard. That if the wife did not call her father, that she's a moale, she's a bastard. That's what her husband was saying to her. And now the girls are now about to move away from there. You can see the kids walking away. You know what? The man is getting more upset at the fact that the wife is not running. is getting upset at the fact that there's no fear in that woman. And for the fact that that woman is not showing fear, hence why I said this is not the first time this man is doing this to this woman. I said, I keep telling my friends that any man they choose to be with needs to be at least a little scared of. Exactly. You can see this one has no fear whatsoever, even for the parents' family. That was him telling her that if you don't call your father, that the wife is a bastard. And like I said, for the wife not showing any kind of fear, is getting more annoyed, cursing her. Are you crazy? Are you mad? That was what he was saying to the wife. Let's keep watching. And that if she doesn't call her father, that she's a bastard. That's what the husband is saying to her. A husband that you gave birth to, that you do kirewa, you join church together. So obviously the wife said she was going to call her dad, and the man was like, that if you call your dad, that you want to remove him from my job. So that kind of like sounds like maybe it was his wife's father that got him the job. It was like, that is, you want to ruin my career, you want to take away my job. And the wife was like, yeah, that yes, I want to take away your job. See. So I don't want to show that place, so that I don't want to show that particular place. He was not able to get across to her. You can see from the clips there. I will tell you what's in the clips. From the clips there, he was throwing stuff at her. Because he knows that if he lays his hand on, I'm sure he knows that if he lays his hand on her, if there's evidence of him laying his hands on her, his own is done for. So from that video, he was throwing stuff, and the wife was running. He was going around the table, and the wife was dodging the way he was throwing stuff. Still saying that, is she mad? So that's all about that video there. And from the clip that I saw, from the post I saw under that clip, it has been alleged that the person the wife messaged was an alleged side chick to the husband. Okay, so it was an alleged. The message was to an alleged side chick. Let's watch that again. Can you see that? When it gets to when it starts throwing stuff, I will remove it because I don't want YouTube not to recommend this video. Like the live stream, guys. That is, the wife wants to take his job away. Like, who? Like, right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to recommend. Like, I don't freaking care. I don't freaking care if maybe the alleged woman is the one who gave you a job. Whatever it is you have with her, I don't bloody care. And for the wife as well, obviously she has her reasons for messaging that person. And I think I saw a couple of posts where they posted a picture of the man and the alleged side chick. And Abby said, so he's not even remorseful. He's fighting for his side chick, and that side chick will be happy thinking, exactly. Not knowing that the cane that they used to beat his wife, the cane that they used to scold the wife, is on top of the thing waiting for the second wife. That's the Yoruba adage. Yes, that's the meaning. That's the meaning in Yoruba. That the cane that was used to beat the housewife is waiting on the roof for the wife that they're going to bring in. I am Abby said this is actually triggering. Might have to leave. Currently dealing with this with a friend. I'm so tired. Honestly, Abby, like I said earlier, on me watching it, it was actually bringing back memories of when this used to happen a lot between my parents. Yeah, maybe that's more reason why I am a always in a fight mode, regardless of what angle you are coming. you know. And then people say, what a monster. It's when they want to carry out their evil act that they will be sending the kids. Exactly. Like I said earlier on, that if my dad wants to lay his hands on my mom, that is when he will stylishly send me on an errand, send me and my sisters on an errand. And then from my way back from that errand, I will see people gathered in front of our house. And I'm like, what's going on? For the fact that I saw the people gathered in front of my house, I knew something's gone. Something's happened. I know straight away something has happened without even being told. Yes, that's my dad. He's raised his hand on my mom again. Until tomorrow, I still can't put a finger on why my mom stayed. At some point, I remember maybe about 14, 15, I actually stood up to my dad that if anything happens to my mom, I will be the one to take his life. I said that to my dad. And I will say during my young adult years, from the age of when I left Nigeria, I was not in a good relationship with my dad. For years. I came into the UK when I was 21. For good 10 years, I was not in a good relationship with my dad. Because obviously I'm grown. And I knew that those things he was doing to my mom then was wrong. There was no need for it. Maybe as time goes, the more I got older, I kind of like understand a little bit of why it was always like that. Hence why I will keep saying this. As a woman, have your own source of income. My mom was working. She only stopped working after she had me to become a full housewife. So when she had me, she was no longer working. So the responsibility now, all responsibility of 5 children was on my dad alone. My mom was doing what she could on her own part. Okay, obviously, as a full housewife, she does catering jobs. She hire out dishes. Like if you're going to host a party, I need to order. I need to hire plates, cutleries. My mom, when she was working, she used all her money to get all of those stuffs. If you need to cater for a big party, call my mom. She was doing it, but now she's more aged now. She's no longer doing it. But people come to hire, big pots, cutleries, plates, all of these things. My mom was, on the side to support my dad, but was not the same. So in a way, I felt like I understood where my dad was coming from. But that DV was always all the time. Was all the time. It would go into my mom's shop and destroy all the goods, all the provisions in my mom's supermarket. And my mom's shop is just next door to where we live. My dad would go in there. It would scatter everything. Crates of beers, crates of juice, crates of minerals, fruits. My dad would destroy everything. That is after he has used their cutlass to chase my mom all over the compound. If he's not able to get hold of my mom, he will now go into her shop. Destroy all of our goods. And then my mom used to supply eggs. Like, there will be a big truck that will come deliver crates, 100 crates of eggs for my mom. So my mom will redistribute. My dad will go to where those eggs are, bashed everything. And I'll be standing in the corner, crying, can't do anything. Crying, can't do anything. And that was when I wished my brothers were around. Because most of the time, like I said, my brothers were staying with my grandparents a lot, especially my 2 brothers, because they live closer. I mean, my grandparents were in Lagos Island, and my brothers they schooled in Yaba, so they mostly spent their time at my grandparents. It was me and my sisters that lived home with my mom, with my parents. My dad would destroy everything, not caring how this woman is using her money to stock those things. And one day I stood up to my dad that if anything happens to my mom, I will be the one to take your life. I said that to my dad. And maybe I was between the ages of maybe 14, 15. And at some point, I felt maybe that was why when I finished secondary school, he was not willing to further or pay for my university fees. Because yes, when I finished secondary school, my dad said he doesn't have money to send me to university. This video, it's just bringing back my childhood memories, things I don't even want to remember. It will chase my mom everywhere. And it's not once, it's not, it's practically almost every other day. There was a time I was sleeping in the living room and I would intentionally go and sleep by the door of my parents' bedroom. Because at that time, I was not trusting my dad. Like, I knew anything could happen. You know, I knew anything could happen. So I would not sleep in our own room. I would go and sleep by the door of my parents' bedroom, with the hope that if my dad starts again, I can quickly go in and help my mom. And I can't remember how many times I had to do that. I can't count how many times. It would just be a sound of maybe somebody trying to strangle somebody, like you are, stamping, stomping, trying, that will be the sound I will hear. Once I hear that sound, I'm going to bash their door open and I'll be trying to, get my dad off my mom. So nowadays, I have that trauma. I know I have it. I know I have it. And I must tell you, for when I left Nigeria between the age of 19 and 20. For good 10 years, I was not talking to my dad. I did not speak to him. Anytime maybe my mom encouraged me to speak to him, it's always going to be it's going to end up in fight, argument. Like I would shout down the phone at him. At some point, I had to ask my mom that, is this man really my father? So DV, the trauma DV lives on children. I only just pray that women who are going through that will listen to this story and pack their bags. Don't say because you don't have money. That's why I will always say it on this channel. I don't freaking care if you are married to a Babolowo. As a woman, you must have your own money. And from legit work, I'm not going to say go and be following married men or go and be doing unholy things. No. Hence why you should not even be thinking of marriage if you don't have a job, if you don't have a source of income. So as a woman, have your own money. Because some people say, it's because they don't have money, that's why they are not able to get out. So that your case will not be that way. Make sure you have something doing. The amount of trauma DV lives on a child or on children being raised in that home. I am one. And I know I have my own traumas. Me talking about this is like the memory is just flooding back. And I know I'm going to struggle for the next coming weeks because obviously this video has all rooted in past memories. And I will explain to my brothers then that hence why even when my brothers talk now, I give them gbos. Like, both of you should behave yourself. Like, I don't agree for any of my brothers. I have two brothers. And like, anytime they come with anything like this, I'm ready for them. Like, say nonsense, you are off the phone. I'm always in a fight mode. And I know that's the trauma, the experience of my mom being in that relationship with my dad has left in me. And I don't like it. I don't. I'm going to recommend and they will try and round up. I don't want to be here for too long. Adebimpe said, Mom, I'm so sorry about what you went. Thank you so much, Adebimpe. Looks like you are cheering up. I am, but I'm trying not to lose my steez, okay? I'm happy you stood up for your mom. It's a blessing for having you. You know, at some point, my mom used to say to me that if she had not had me, that only God knows what would become of her life now. Maybe she probably would have been dead. And it was when I went to Nigeria in 2021. That was when my mom said that to me. I was like, what did she see? Because she was taking me everywhere. I would not leave her out. I would not let her out of my sight when I went to Nigeria. She was never out of my sight. I was going everywhere with her. She would go everywhere with me. I was like a trophy. And she said to me one night, saying, I know what, Modupe, if I had not had you, only God knows what would have become of my life. Maybe she would have been dead, or maybe she probably be suffering, maybe in another marriage or something. That she was just thankful that she had me. I don't know what she saw, and I did not question her. I did not ask to say, but mommy, why are you saying this? I did not. So me watching the video of this man doing that to his wife in the presence of his child, his daughters, and him telling those girls to go to their room. It just brings back memories of when my dad would send me on an errand. You know, as a 7, 8, 9-year-old child, watching your father chase your mom in the middle of the night with a cutlass. Those were the things I saw. Those were the things I saw. Not being able to go to bed at night. I would go and sleep by the door of my parents' bedroom. There was a time I was waking up very early in the morning to go, to go. I think maybe we were preparing for church that morning. I wake up very early in the morning, and I just opened my parents' door, and I saw my dad with his hand around my mom's neck like that. I would never, ever forget that memory. That picture, I would never forget it. And that was when I in an outburst, I said to my dad, if you buy my mom, if anything happens to her, I will be the one to take your life. I said that to my dad. And I'm sure he made me suffer for it, because when I finished secondary school, flying colors, passed all of my exams at the age of 16, I gained an admission to Universal College of Technology in Ife to go study mass communication at the age of 16. And I told my dad, this is my, letter for registration. He told me he does not have money. He said he doesn't have money. He said, Emil, I don't have money. That was what he told me. I don't have money to send you to school. That was what he told me. And I just looked at him and I shook my head. And I went to go and meet my mom that, come, mom, I've gotten admission, this is this. Me thinking back, I felt that was maybe his own comeback at me for saying the things I said to him. He was punishing me. Yes, Vivi. I had to stay home for 2 years. All of my mates went to university. Me, I was just, so for me, it was probably just waiting for me to, for an older man to come home and ask for my hand in marriage. But for me, I wanted to go to school, because all of my friends, all of my mates, they're all in university. I was the only one. I spent 2 years at home. So when I realized that, what, it's not willing, and I was like, but you say you don't have money. Okay, there's this educational league in our hometown that if a parent is struggling, you can go there to get, some sort of funding or scholarship for your child. And once your child go to school, they graduate, they start working, they can start paying back. I said, why can't you go and get that for me? He said, no. He said, no. OJ said it was strategic sending the boys to grandparents to avoid injury. So sad, it was premeditated, well planned. Exactly. My dad refused. He said no. In fact, there was this Alaja. I will never forget that Alaja, Mrs. Mohammed. I went to go and meet that woman, because then I used to go to her house for lesson after school, and that was when we had a Ghanaian teacher who would teach us English and maths, Mr. Mensah. I went to go and meet that Alaja. She was our next door neighbor in their own building. I said what I told her my result, and I showed her. She came with me to speak to my dad. My dad refused. My dad said no. I said I don't have money. I said I don't have money. And this Alaja said, Mr. Dada, Mr. This is that. This is your daughter. She's a very beautiful child. She's a very beautiful girl. Now that she wants to go to school is where you should encourage her. Go and pay for that her fee so she can go to school, because give her another 2-3 years now. If men start chasing after her, she will not want to go to school again. No. I can remember the words of that Alaja clearly in my ears. It's ringing in my ears. That Mr. This, your daughter, she's a very beautiful girl. Look at her. She's beautiful. Give her another 2 years now. Men will start chasing her. And then education will be the fastest thing in her mind. She won't want to go to school anymore. This is the time for you to know. My dad refused. My mom tried all she could. When me and my mom realized that my dad was not going to change his mind, I went to go and look for a job as a sales girl. There's a video club not far from the Magodo Gates in Shagisha. If you're going to go into Magodo, it's on that road. I worked there up until I decided to go back again, right jam, and then I started a course at Lasuden, diploma in law. That was when I always say to you guys that mom still wants me to become a lawyer. I'm like, no, I don't have time for that now. I've always wanted to study law or mass communication. Since I did study mass communication immediately after I finished secondary school, my mind was no longer this. I wanted to study law. So I started diploma in law in Lasuden. It was while I was on that program that I met my husband. And look at me today. But then I know I've still got an ongoing trauma from observing what my mom went through with my dad. Both of them are still together till today. They are still together till today. In fact, any moment from now, my dad is going to call me. He calls us every Sunday. He calls every one of us every Sunday. He did. He did. And Vivi, I used to be a very, very angry person. God has taken over my life. I used to be very, very angry in my spirit. Hey! That was when I was still holding things against my dad. Like I said, 10 good straight years, I did not speak to my dad. I was already here. And my mom was like, oh, you need to call your dad. Oh, my mom will call me, your dad is in hospital. This is that. I was still doing what I was supposed to do as a child, but I just, at some point, I was like, why should I even be doing all of that for him? OJ, he never. There was a time I tried to have a conversation with him. He just hung up on me. He hung up on me. And I'm a carbon copy of my dad. Me and my last sister, we look exactly like my dad. Height, physique. My dad is tall, huge, Hi, Holy Mary, how are you? I also suffer from same trauma. I'm just reading your comment and was so angry with my dad. And after I left home to the UK, I didn't speak to him until he died. And it's because of the trauma I refused to marry though. So for me, I think, like I said, the first time I went home to Nigeria was 2021, and that would have been 16 years since I've been in the UK. That I've not seen him since then. But my mom's been to the UK. When I had my last daughter, I invited my mom over to Scotland. So she came to Scotland. She had a beautiful time. She was here for 6 months. In fact, she didn't want to go back. And now I even want to bring her back. I'm just praying that I get a bigger accommodation so that we have enough space. So it's something I'm planning to do in the future, in the new year for her. So in 2021, my mind kept going on. I will have series of dreams. Series of dreams. Some people are trying to take my dad's life. Back to back, I was having that. And at some point, I was thinking maybe it was because I've not seen him since I left Nigeria. And obviously because of what's transpired, me not talking to him. Each time I tried to talk to him to explain to him that this is what I'm feeling, I would bust out, like I would shout. I just couldn't compose my conversation with him. I would shout, at the end of the day, he would hang up the phone on me. And then my brothers would come, they would try and speak to me. And I would speak badly to those ones and compare them to my dad. And compare them to my dad. And those were like, oh, you better behave yourself. Don't speak to us that way. They will tell me that, is it because I'm in the abroad that's why I think I can talk to them that way? But then I believe that was a trauma. I believe it was my trauma. It was a trauma that I was experiencing that I was portraying, because that was not me. I was not speaking to my dad, and then my brothers would try and call me, and those would come and try and be telling me nonsense, and I will speak trash at them and even send them to my dad. I will compare them with my dad and blambast all of them together. At that time, they were very, very, at some point, they wouldn't even want to call me. They will have to get through my mom to reach me. It's only my mom that can break me, even till now. OJ said you need to forgive him to give yourself. I did though, OJ. That was why I went to Nigeria in 2021, because I was having lots of dreams about people wanting to take his life. Okay. I would have dream, and these people were maybe like close families. I won't see their faces in the dreams. From the dream, I could tell they were either his family or people that are close to him that was saying in that dream that they are wanting to take his life. And because they see that I can see what they are trying to do to him, they are trying to take me away as well, which means that my own life was also in danger in that dream. I spoke to my pastor about the dream. I just couldn't translate it. And I'm like, no, I've not seen him in 16 years. And I have a lot I'm holding against him. I really need to go to Nigeria. So that was why I went to Nigeria. And yes, I had a chat with him. I was expecting him to apologize, but he did not. African parents, he did not. But for me, for the fact I was able to go, speak my mind to him, to my mom, that's me. Just let it go. But every time I see a case of DV like this, all the memory just keeps coming back. The memory just keeps coming back. And when I met my husband, I said to him, if you ever, that was when we met, I told him, come, I came from so home. If you ever raise your hand on or use your hand on me, one of us will meet Jehovah God in heaven. I told him that. I said, if you know you are that kind of man, please do let me go. Just leave me on my own. I was very, very clear about that from the beginning. Like, the day he mistakenly slapped me, I think we were just about to get married then, and his sisters were trying to put asunder. And maybe they entered into his head and he slapped me. Me, I went into the kitchen. I looked for a proper knife. I said, do it again. In the presence of his families, I went in the kitchen, grabbed correct knife. I said, do it again. And with that being said, I already packed my bags, ready to leave. His brothers, they had to come to Lagos to come and beg. They had to come and beg. And there again, I said it again that you use your hands on me. I'm not taking an apology. I'm not saying because of some children, I am out the door. If not, either of us go see Jehovah God that day. And to God be the glory. There has never been anything like that. Yeah, so women are in an argument, we shout, we talk. I still do that. And when I'm shouting like that, he will just leave the room for me. He will just leave. He will just leave. When I'm shouting, saying all of stuff, he just leaves. And once he leaves like that, obviously he will leave me to calm down. It might take a day, it might take 2 days, and then he will come back again. And he will ask me, are you calm? If my husband will ask me, are you calm? If I'm not replying him, if I'm not giving him response, if that's a sign to him that this woman, she's still mad, just leave her alone. He will go again. So yeah, this is a very, very, when I saw that, hence why I had to bring this video really quick, that I know what, there's no need for him to do that, especially if you know. So now we don't know if it's true, if he was cheating or not, because from the post under the video, he said allegedly, the wife sent a message to his alleged side chick. That was what the post said. So how true that is, I don't know. But there's no need. There's no reason to raise your hands on your wife. What happened to the love you said you have for her? The love you have for her include you using your hands and telling her to panel beat her, or you panel beat her? And what I found so triggering was when he asked those children to go into their room. And also him being mad because his wife is not showing any sign of fear, which meant that was not the first time he's been doing that to that woman. He's probably been beating that woman. He's been using his hands on that woman. That wouldn't have been the first time, because the woman, you can clearly, if you go on Linda Ikeji, you find the video there. I don't want to share it in case YouTube, decide not to monetize my video. The wife was not showing any sign of fear. The wife was just like, I will call my dad. I will call my dad. And him telling her that you are a bastard if you don't call your dad. And you want to remove job from my mouth. You want to remove job from my mouth. Let me recommend. And Vivi said that's his personality. Can never accept his mistakes. My dad is the same way. Can never accept his mistakes because he feels he's perfect, knows it all. And Adebimpe said this is a very touchy topic for me. It is for me as well. Honestly, like I said, I'm going to struggle throughout this week because I've just that video on hearted things I really don't want to remember anymore. Please, my advice for every woman or mother is to do something immediately. Tell someone about it. Take action before things goes bad. Exactly. Do something. My brothers they are older than me. I had older brothers. They are older. My second brother is like 9 years older than I am. And the eldest one is about maybe 11, 12 years older than I am. Yeah. My brothers, my older brother is 50 years old. Yes. Because I've got two older brothers. The oldest is 50. And the other one is 9 years, my senior. So it will be 49. I think it's turning 50 next year as well. Yeah. So they are my big brothers. You need to see the way. The older one, we are not on good terms anyway, because he's the one that kind of has the same attribute as my dad. He has this corny attitude. He's the one who is similar in attitude with my dad. And the second one, that one will come and try and be preaching to me. He'll be acting like a pastor. I'm like, hey, Mr. Man, hold on. This preaching that you are coming to preach to me, what do you want before we go into this, your preaching that you are coming first? I'm always on the defensive side. Especially with my family, I am always on the defensive side. Vivi said, hey, because he wants to do nonsense. No, just anger management is needed for any parent. For me, what I found the most is that when I kind of like maybe I reflect back on what has happened like that, I just read lots of books, lots of gospel songs, and I love singing a lot. I love singing, I love dancing a lot. Maybe in the past few months, years, I've not been dancing because no, the mood is just, the spirit is just not there. But I love singing a lot. And anytime I find myself in the church, oh my God, oh my God. I just use church, Hadibi said my husband tried it with me too when we first came to America 25 years ago. I called 911 straight away to talk sense with me. He never tried it with me. That was a proper triple brain reset. Mojo said, play praise worship gospel song to help you through to exactly. That's what I do. That's what I do. So this man, honestly, I pray. I don't even know how that video of their home. I don't know how it came out to the public, but I can guarantee you, if those girls' parents sees that video of him doing that to their daughter, I'm sure they are going to take action. They will not be happy for the fact that he even does not even have any respect. He does not even have any regards for his wife's parents. It speaks a lot, and it's those children that I'm just concerned about. Okay, it's those kids I'm concerned about. I just pray that they don't ever have any trauma, because, like I said, watching that video, it seems as if that's not the first time he's been doing that to that woman. And the women, I'm going to keep saying this again. Don't depend on your husband for money. I don't care how he loves you. I don't care how he loves you. Have your own source of income. Because at the end of the day, it's not everything you'll be depending on your other half for. So tell me now, if you want to buy bra, you go and ask your husband for money. If you want to buy feminine stuff, you go and ask your husband for money. Or if you want to do fine girl, you want to do facial, you want to do makeup, you go and ask your husband for money. Like everything you need to do for yourself, you have to go and ask your husband for everything. Have your own source of income. Okay? Have your own source of income. And this video is kind of like going to tally with a couple of videos I'm going to be doing in the course of the week when it involves women. Okay? Have your own source of income. And if you are a woman, you think you are of a marriageable age and you want to jump into marriage and you don't have a job, just abort that mission. Abort that mission. Okay? Abort the mission. Or you are about to get married and the man is telling you that that corporate job that you have that is making you a lot of money, which he knows that you are making money from, and he says that once we get married, you're going to leave the job. In fact, I was going to do that live stream yesterday, but I don't know what happened to my internet. Let's talk that story now. I've still got the screenshot here. Let me find. Let's treat that topic now. So, it's a post I found about maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Somebody posted a message on Instagram and I screenshotted it. I was going to do the live stream yesterday, but my Wi-Fi was terrible. I actually came live for about 5 minutes, but the live stream was just somehow this day. Abby said these days that women use marriage as poverty alleviation scheme. Better be exact. That's I'm going to keep saying this. So, as I was saying, let me read the story to you. Light said, I think it's a shame men are becoming abusive because of past experience, social and cultural norms. So let's treat this matter. This is a post. Someone said, my friend got engaged in May this year, and their traditional wedding was meant to be in November. She called me yesterday in tears to tell me the engagement has been called off. Why? She got a new job last month, and the salary is so huge that she will earn 3 times more than the guy she's meant to get married to. I hope you guys are listening. He was uncomfortable with it and asked her to reject it or the engagement will be called off. He said she won't respect him if she earns that much. All efforts to convince him proved ineffective and she agreed to call off the engagement. I can't believe this happened. In fact, I'm not shocked it happened because I will also advise my sister the same way. So you and your man-to-be, you were engaged to get married. This story, she was engaged to get married. So she found a job a month before they were meant to get married. And this salary, she was going to be earning 3 times more than the man. And the man said, it's either the engagement or it's either me or this is your job, because according to him, she would not be submissive. She would not be respectful if she was earning that much more than him. And I must applaud that woman, that lady, for calling off the engagement, because that is a bloody #1 red flag. There are some men nowadays, this is your corporate job. Once we get married, you'll have to give up working. It's a scam, woman, don't listen. Exactly, Mary. I am happy that she called off she agreed to the calling of the engagement. And I don't understand why they are going to go and beg the man. So he was upset. He was mad at the fact that the woman is going to be earning 3 times more than him. Hello, Happy Crystal. How are you, my beautiful sis? Big Pay, I'm super proud of her. And I'll give the same advice to my sisters. And I'll give the same advice to my daughters. God forbid it happens to them. So he wants her to abandon the job she just got, where she's going to be earning 3 times more than the man, because of his ego, his pride. He now said to her that if you don't leave that job, I'm going to have to call off this engagement, which he did. Like, bye, boy. Bye-bye to good, bad riddance, or how do they call that in English? I'm super proud of her. And I am sitting down here, like I said, I've been married 19 years. Okay? I've been married 19 years. I've known, if I count from when I've known my husband, we've been together for almost 21 years. Yes, we've been together almost 21, 22 years. I've been married for 19 years. And I'm telling you, if a man you are dating is telling you not to work, or is telling you, and once we get married, this corporate job, you'll have to drop it because I want to be a full-time housewife. Girl, run 440. Because if you do so, your whole life will be dependent on him. You ask him for money to buy sanitary pad. You ask him for money to buy your bra and your pants. You ask him for money to buy your moisturizer. And at some point, it will tell you, now me tell you, say make you no work. Or he will tell you, take 15,000 naira. Knowing that 15,000 naira can do jack, cannot do anything. Nothing is sweeter than having your own money. That is what I'm going to be leaving every one of you here with. And for people who are in a DV home or in a DV relationship, I know it's hard. Exactly, no lose guard. You will definitely feel. I'm hoping so. Now that the video is out, let's see that job that he doesn't want to lose. Let's see how he is not going to lose the job now. Because with the wife saying that I'm going to call my dad, and him telling her you want to take my job? Who is the bloody side chick? Who the hell is she? And if you are a man in this age, if you know you can't stay true to a woman, to the woman you call your wife, then don't freaking put a ring on her finger. Don't freaking put a ring on her finger. Because what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. If you're going to be chasing women outside while you have your wife at home, your wife can equally do the same. The thing no dey read meter o. VJJ no dey read meter. Just as how Cucumber no dey read meter. So if you think as a man that because of whatever it is, African mentality or whatever, that men are polygamous in nature, spit it out. Spit it out. Okay? And men are polygamous in nature. Women can also be polygamous in nature. But because of our pride, that is why women don't do it. Women, we carry ourselves in high esteem. And I'm one of those. So all this talk of men are polygamous in nature, no, I do not agree with it. Okay? So if you're going to stay married and you have a wife at home who's bearing you children, and she's not good enough for you, because I don't know the one you're going to meet outside. Is the one you're going to meet outside, is a VJJ laced with honey? Or is a VJJ laced with vanilla? If the one outside is laced with vanilla, buy the vanilla home and lace your wife own with it as well. If the one outside is laced with caramel chocolate, buy caramel chocolate and lace your wife own with it as well. Because the same place you're going to be doing shuku shuku is exactly the same as the one you have at home. So, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? If you know you can't stay true to one woman, I don't care how freaking rich you are. Because at the end of the day, all of them, they'll go and be doing shuku shuku everywhere without protection. And it is the woman at home that you're going to bring the sickness, the disease to. It's the woman at home that it's going to be your gutter, that you transfer all of that to. So I'm rounding up, guys. As a woman, have your job, Have a job. Have a source of income. Don't let any man kogbosi elori. Don't let any man put weed in your head saying, hey, you should leave your job. If you're a man you're intending to marry is telling you that, please, it's not your man for you. Run. Let him go. Let him go. Like I said, my youngest is 10 years in marriage, graduate of political science, and suffering. See, I wish she had gotten a job before she got married. Like, I wish your youngest had gotten a job before she got married. And that's the advice I'm going to be giving young girls. If the man is ordering you up, don't worry, you'll find a job. No. Make sure you secure yourself a job, no matter how small the salary is. Make sure you secure yourself a job before you get it. Yeah, you might be engaged, or you might be, in fact, be the Lord of the Rings or be the Queen of the Ring. Hold the engagement ring for as long as you want to hold it on your finger till you get a job. If you don't get a job, don't do the marriage. Don't get married. Don't get married. People say it's easier said than done, and there are no plenty men. No. When the time comes, you'll find your own match. Like I said, that's why it's good to secure a job of value. Exactly. And I've been saying that. I say that to my sisters as well. Make sure you have a job doing before. If he eventually proposes, fine. You don't get job. You want to get married. I beg, who's going to be putting money down for the marriage for you? You think you have one sister somewhere? That's why I tell my sisters, say, come, both of you, make sure you have a job that is paying you. You have a job that is bringing money in for you, because at the end of it, you want to get married. If you call me, tell me you want to get married, I will ask you how much is your budget for the marriage you want to marry, or for the man you want to get married to. How much is your budget that you are spending? How much is your husband you want to marry? How much is his budget? And then I will go and ask my parents, Mama and Papa Lanre, how much are you putting down for this your daughter that wants to get married? Once I see the budget, I will have to see all the money that they are putting down, and then I will now add my quota. It is not as if maybe you come and bring bill to me saying, yeah, because you have a sister abroad. No, it does not work that way. Same thing goes to the man. Make sure you have a job. Physical job, physical source of income. What job are you doing? Where do you work? I will go there as a woman to go and find out that you actually work there, that you are an employee there. Don't go and be using mouth. I'm in business. What business? Okay, you're in business. What do you do as business? You shipping in container. Where are your containers? Come and show me where your containers are. You have to be intentional with everything about your life. So, as a woman, either you are dating to marry, I'm saving you now. I'm saving you now. If you don't have a job, pull the plug of getting married. And if you're already in a marriage, because the man has kogbosi elori, you do not think to have a job before you get married to the man, and you don't have a source of income, it's not too late now for you to start up something. Starting up something, one of them is starting a YouTube channel. Go and learn a trade. Any small money, even if it means that you start saving money back, or if your parents are able to set you up with something, start something. And I'll say this, if a man ever raises his hand on you once, if you don't stand up against it, he will keep doing it, and God forbid they send you back to your parents in a rectangular box. Men just don't change when it comes to DV. They don't. If he does it once, don't stand up to say no. Don't ever. If you don't stand up against it that one time that he did it, trust me, he will forever do it for the rest of your life as long as you remain with him. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read comments and then we'll round up. I don't think we'll be able to do this other topic I wanted to do. So I'm reading comment, guys, and then we'll round up. Abby Crystal said, I would never keep quiet in a DV situation. The woman needs to live to live. Absolutely, I agree with you, Abby. I agree with you. And that's why I think I already read Light's video comment. Guys, please like this live stream. There's 43 of you watching. I need another 30 likes at least. I'm sure you all are learning from this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. I'm using this video to save some people's life. I'm using this video to save some people's life. Like the live stream. It's only a touch of the button. If you are watching on your mobile phone, double tap the screen and the like will be recorded. OJ said, women, please know your worth. Absolutely. Know your worth. You deserve to live in this life just as the man also deserves to live in this life. And please don't ever allow a man put your children through trauma. Please. Those two girls in that video, I feel and I fear for them. Because from that video, from what I watched, I want to believe that is not the first time that man is doing that to that woman. Me here, I came out of a DVO. I have my own struggles as well. I have my own struggles as well. And one of them, you've seen me teared up today in this live stream because, watching that video, especially when he asked those children to go into the room, I remember that clearly. I remember that clearly. I've forgiven my dad, forgiving him. I do what I have to do for him as a child. As a child to a parent, I do it. I'm not holding it back because the more when you look after your own your parents, my children will look after me as well. That is my only consolidation. That is why I will not hold anything back from caring for my parents, especially my dad. And anytime I do what I'm supposed to do for him, he calls me, he prays, he lavishes me with prayer. And I think that's his own way of saying, you are my child. I love you regardless. When he calls, he prays. And at some point, I'm like, why is this man praying like this? Like, why is this man praying like this? Now, he'll be the one to call me and be reporting my mom to me. I mean, at least, like I said, he's 75 or 76 now. He's mellowed now. He's mellowed a lot. And I think there's a talk that somebody always say that men, in your old age, the only person that will stay with you is your wife. So if you like, treat her bad. When you see her the strength, you will suffer it when you are at your old age. I think it's Daddy Freeze that normally says that word a lot. And I'm sure I've heard it from 2 other people as well. That treat your wife well. Take good care of your wife. Because in your old age, it is that wife that you took care of. If God, as long as both of you are living, it is that wife that will look after you because all of your children will grow old. They will go about their own lives. It is that woman that you'll be in the house with. It is that woman that will look after you. Look at Shadi Okoya today. Obviously, yeah, I agree she's much younger than the husband. She's the one looking after that baba. And the baba is looking like a young boy every day. If the man had not looked after her, if the man had not taken care of her, look at her, she's glowing. Now she's the one looking after the baba. So as a man, treat your wife better. Because at your old age, she's the only one, as long as she's alive, that will look after you. I will read comment, guys, we can round up. Vivi said, that's a repercussion of marrying a man that's obsessed with control. Exactly. No virtual container on the sea. You have container. Let me go and take us there. Let's go to Tinkan Island. Let's go and see what's inside the container. Make sure you know what job your man is doing. Make sure you know. No, I'm telling you. When I'm telling you something, I'm not just saying it for saying sake. There's a reason behind it. Make sure you know the job your man is doing. And then people say, please, all women, let's be very hardworking. Show our significant others that we are bosses and we are that girl. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is what you as a parent that you portray that your children will assimilate. Hi, Sarah. I heard from a Nigerian person that Nigerian men are allowed to put their hands on their wife. Hell no. No Nigerian men. No man at all should be putting their hands on a woman. No man. No man should put their hands on their wife, on a woman. No man. It's not true. It's DV. It's domestic violence. It should not be happening. Whoever is telling you that is saying crap. And when you see a Nigerian man anywhere putting a hand on a woman, call such man out. Call such man out. Disgrace, embarrass them. You're raising your hand on the woman as per what? Your punching bag. If you want to energize, if you want to exercise your muscles, go to Oshodi Saleko, go and look for those agbedos there and go and practice with them. If you feel like you want to be in a boxing ring with somebody, don't do it with the woman at home. Go to the street. Just go and step on, just look for one Okada man and step on his toes. I'm sure that Okada man will challenge you to a proper combat in a ring. You're welcome, Sarah. Don't. It's like a man that wants to turn his wife into a punching bag. Go to Idumota. Go to Oshodi. Go to Idumota or go to Oshodi. Go and one of those guys under the bridge there. Just go and push him. Go and push one of them, and they will put you in a boxing ring. They will show you a lesson. You can do your matching there. Not the woman at home. Not the woman you swore to take care of. Not the woman you swore to look after. To be there for her. Now turn her into a punching bag. Right, guys, I hope I've answered all of your questions. Common sense, I'm just rounding up. Women should know what is in your husband's account. In fact, that one too is number one. We are not going to finish this live stream today. That one too is number one. If Davido can say money is sweeter, I mean love is sweeter when money enter. Money is important in everything. Like I said, some men are very secretive. You have to play detective to get information through lights. Me here, I have eyes at the front. I have eyes at the back. Common sense, exactly. I agree with what you said there. You have to know account balance. You have to know account balance, because this modern world is not laughing with anybody. You have to know account balance, and that account balance must have something that is meant to be doing. Okay. There's another post. I think maybe we should do that one as well today. There's another post I saw about a woman. Again. In fact, thank God I'm remembering these stories now. So it's a post I saw. Let me start from the beginning. I numbered it so I don't want to mix it up. So I saw this post on Instagram. Now that we are here, let's sit down and talk this matter. Guys, I hope you are not in a rush. Grab a cup of juice or grab a cup of water. This one might take us another half an hour. So I'm going to read the story to you guys, and I want you to leave your thought and comment in the comment section. Let's talk everything this night. Guys, there's 41 of you watching me. I need another 20 likes, please. Crystal's Abby Crystal said, Vivi said, Sarah, anybody telling you that wants you to accept DV as normal, it's not allowed. Exactly. Abby Crystal said, I don't do joint account, but I don't do joint account either. I don't do. No, it's John Kinney. It is not in my diary. It is not in my dictionary. No. Sarah said, I was actually telling that person about somebody else's situation. That person, just keep an eye on that person that told you that, or report him to the police. Common sense say, they give her money, she know they smile, but love day. See, as long as love day, you they give her money, don't worry, that love go continue. Nothing go shake that love. Common sense. So, people say, we are here with you all day. Thank you. So now let's start another chapter. Okay. So for years, I'm reading the story now, and I'll be reading your comment as it comes in. For years, I have never received a penny from my husband for my personal use or housekeeping money, with the excuse that he is building a house for us. He earns a good salary, but whenever I ask him to give me money for food stuff or for the kids, he will say he's building for us not to suffer. I've been using my money to cater for everything. Mary said, and make sure it doesn't have any huge base, meaning there's before. See, people be learning, in the comment section, be learning. Because me too, that I'm here, I am learning also. I don't know it all. Vivi, you read the post yesterday. Hey, bam. So you know where I'm going. Let me keep reading it for those who have not seen the post. I've been using my money to cater for everything. Food, toiletries, clothing. I mean everything for Hai and the kids. I also support the project with the savings that I have made from my office, because we do contribute, which we pack up every month. My husband borrowed money from me, from the contribution money, which was kept in my account. I asked him for the money he borrowed in August, and he said I should give him till September to pay. Now September has passed, he didn't pay me, and they used my 2 months contribution to balance up the money. I hope you guys are following this story. I asked him for the money politely again. Come and see insult. Come and see insult and threats of divorce. The husband, is threatening the wife with divorce because the woman asked him for the money he borrowed from her. The money of contribution. You all know, money, monthly thrift, monthly money thrift. that the wife that was paid into the wife's account, the wife borrowed it and borrowed the husband. Now, wife has been asking husband to pay back. Husband is now insulting and threatening the wife with divorce. Money that isn't mine, and God is my witness. He has refused to eat my food. He is not hungry. Not that he even brings money for cooking before. Where did I go wrong? Because of the project, I don't even have any savings to my name. Once I receive the money, I take out foodstuff amount from it and the rest goes to him. Meanwhile, he earns well and he has not even taken me to the site he's building our house on. Always says women are home builder, that I should build my home. If not, it will scatter in my eyes. They've been married for 8 years. Guys, you all heard that story. Abby said, that's how a client told me her husband took money from joint account in the name of project, but used it to rent house for side chick. See, when I read that post, I was like, it's not freaking building anything. You get high for outside. Exactly, common sense. When I read that post, the thing that came into my head instantly was, it's not freaking building anything. Yes, I said it and I said it with my full chest. He's not building anything. I won't be surprised if he's packing that money together to jackpot with a side chick. Guys, those of you that have read that story, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Secondly, Vivi, that also came into my mind. He most likely has another family outside. There's no projects. As the wife, your husband said he's doing a project, a building project, and he has never taken you there. First of all, the paperwork of the land, they said he bought, should be your first question. Can I see it? Can I see it? If you don't see it, money from your pocket should not come out. Money from your pocket should not come out. Me, 1 kobo, I will not put down. I have to see the paperwork of the land myself with my eyes, kuru, and confirm the name. After then, you will take me to the site. We'll go and see the land. Gong. And the office where you buy the land from, I might not even let you know. I'll go and do my own findings to be sure that they actually sold you a land or not. So husband told you that he's building. You now collect your monthly ajo, your monthly contribution that they paid you to the account, into your account. You now borrowed your husband the money and you are now contributing into the project. And that aside, it does not provide for your upkeep. It does not pay school fees. It does not pay for food. It does not pay for anything. It's the woman that is doing everything. And you say you collect salary. You pay for food, you pay for everything, and whatever is left, you give it to him. That woman, you be mumu. Adebimpe said, Jesus Christ, we women must be very wise. So, have you seen the paperwork of the house? Do you know if those are the questions that was people say she's doing understanding wife, she will learn. She's gonna learn. In VDM voice. She's gonna learn, and she'll learn the really hard way. In fact, she's already learning the hard way. There was another post similar to this, exactly the story. Man will not show the woman house. Why? Because man had a side chick. The side chick said, so man was going away for a while, for some days for work, and he decided to go and camp his side chick in that house. He lied to the wife at home that he wants to go and work somewhere. He now took the side chick to the house. And him and his side, they were in that house collaborating for like a week. With the wife at home thinking that he was at work. So, side chick now told man that, you know what, let me relax a bit so I can clean the house before I go home. Man too agreed. And he left the side chick in the new house that they've completed, they've furnished. And wife was hoping that once they finish that they will move in. So it was approaching the week that they were supposed to move into the house. And husband came back with the hope that side chick will have left the house. So the house that they've completed now, husband cannot take wife to the house because side chick refused to leave. And by the time man went to the house, that he left the side chick to clean, side chick has moved her family inside the home. Side chick said, ah, baby, let me, you just go. I want to clean this house so that, by the time your wife and your family want to move it, the house will be tidy up, be tidied. A day or two, side chick no move. By the third day when husband go there to go and see the house, side chick has moved her entire family. You heard of it, Vivi? God, oh. It is one thing to be a Yoruba Ijebu girl. It is 100,000 things to be a Yoruba Ijebu girl. And a strong-headed one at that. So husband went there to the house that, day 3. Side chick has not left this house. What's going on? He went there. Side chick has moved her entire family into the household, into the new house. He was mad and he asked her, oh yeah, move your family out. Side chick said, if you move me out of this house, I will tell your wife about us. Meanwhile, wife is waiting for the new house. Like, husband say, let's move. So now, husband cannot move side chick out of the house. Husband cannot move his wife and his children to his new house. Wahala. Pekele, arugbo jẹ gbèsè ta ló máa san. So that's where, as a woman, just because you want to be a good wife, so many things, they'll be taking it behind your back. They'll be taking so many things behind your back. They'll be taking so many things behind your back. And you wonder at times when some women, when they observe things like this, they don't even wait for an explanation. They get the F out. And I forbid such happen. Me will be tearing everything to pieces. Children are grown now. They will live their life. I've got my life to live. God forbid I experience such. We will tear everything. We will break everything down and we will repack it again. So in this story of these two women now, this one, she claimed husband as never. Husband does not provide for food, does not pay school fees, does nothing. She borrowed the husband money and the husband is now threatening her with divorce. What happened to in sickness and in health? In richer and in poorer? For when I read that divorce part, that was when I knew. My mind said to me, this man is not building shit. He's not building anything. And as a woman that you are, can't you just trace him one day, follow him one day? At least one of those you are tracing, you'll figure out what he's doing. Abby? Vivi said she's mad. Oh God, I didn't say she also heard of the story. The second story, Abby, the man that cannot chase the side chick out of the house. Women, don't say because you are trying to be a good woman, you will now allow somebody that is meant to have your back when you are looking and when you are not looking to make you feel worthless. Nah. Even if a kobo or a penny of your money is not in what he's doing, for the fact that both of you are married, you are together, you should have an in total of what is happening. When it starts happening that a land is being bought, the wife is not aware, and the husband say, I'm doing it. Don't build anything as a surprise for me. Let me know from the onset. If I can't buy and build anything in surprise, don't do the same to me either. It's simple. Let's be open book. And this thing that I'm saying to you, that I'm speaking to you, is coming from someone who's been married for 19 years. I'm not saying I know it all. And I'm not saying that some of my rules are perfect. I'm not saying that at all. But at times, common sense and ogboju, stubbornness, is good at times. I'm telling you, at times, common sense, igboju, stubbornness will make way for you at times. But if you're holy, gentler than thou, like this one now that has been giving husband money. So Vivi said, just hire a private investigator to compile evidence of his activities. Then if he's doing rubbish, serve him. In the abroad, you can easily do that. In Nigeria, just look for one street boy. Just look for one street boy who maybe has no job. Pay that boy maybe 50 grand. Say, you know what? I want you to chase this man. I want you to be helping me to be following him. If you see anything, take photos or write address. Let me know and I'll follow up myself. That's all you just need to do. Silent coded move that madams used to make. That's what you should do. Do that. But you are still sitting down here, you're allowing one man to be threatening you with divorce when your money, your sweat. No. I was not trained that way. I was not trained that way. And there's one thing that he said, that when you are born, you reborn yourself. And you're on tabati be your man tun reni bini. Which means that yes, your parents trained you, they've showed you things. It's up to you now to sit, reevaluate all the training your parents gave you and the ones you learned on the streets and as you are going to school and all of that. Put all together and re-strategize. But you are sitting down there, come and be putting posts. You learn, and you're going to learn the hard way. You learn the hard way. So women, open your eyes. This thing, some people might be saying, oh, she's teaching women nonsense. No. Ignore the host. Listen to the word of wisdom. Ignore the advisor. Because you've seen me say that I've come here to come and fight. YouTube wala, YouTube tatafo. We'll do that when I think something has to be said. But when we're actually talking about life matters, inside house matters, when it comes to things involving women, I will come out here and open my mouth. So guys, I'm rounding up, guys. I'm rounding up. The one that annoyed me the most is the fact that the man was threatening her with divorce. Like, seriously? I have said all I have to say. Guys, if there's any more comments, you guys should drop it before we go. Because I'm rounding up now. I don't think I'll be able to do that other live stream I wanted to do. Should I come back and do the Bobrisky one? Or should we do that tomorrow? That was live stream I was meant to come and do before I brought this one, because with this one I got triggered and I needed to bring it. Guys, let me know if I should come back maybe in about 10-20 minutes so we can do Bobrisky, or we should forget Bobrisky for today and do it tomorrow. Let me know in the comments. Whatever people say in the comments is what I'm going to do. I'm waiting for your comments in the comment section. And there's 34 of you watching. Please take this like to 34 or at least 35. Common sense, yeah. So it's deep secret, though. Deep secret, because some of these things, obviously, those who are still dating to marry, they don't know the inside of things that happen. And when people say that marriage is not beds of roses, it's not bed of roses, okay? It's not bed of roses. And I know couples argue, okay? Yes, argue you settle, but when it comes to hitting, nah. Nah. No, I will say it as it is, because me that I'm sitting out here, I have my own. I have my own under my own seat. And the way I'm doing it, you wouldn't even want to hear. You would not even want to hear. You will not even want to hear. But maybe when the street is much more, when the street is much more demure, when the street is much more, when the street is no longer losing its tease, we might just maybe bring a story one day, and they will try and talk about it. Like that. Like I said, there's no marriage that does not have its up and down, but it's the way you handle it. The way you handle it. And most men nowadays, they don't have respect for their wives. Even the ones that are just getting married, they don't have respect for the woman they are just getting married to. Talk more. Those of us that we don't pay for husband house like this. They don't have respect for their women. Hence why your wife will borrow you money. She's not asking you for the money, saying that the money is not for her. That is from a contribution. She has to return the money. And it's true. I used to do the contribution as well. I used to do it up until last year when I stopped doing it. So now I just do it straight into a savings account, because of what use are you doing thrift with some people and you're not getting interest. So if you're going to do any sort of savings, any contribution, do it through a bank, and then you can get interest, right? So over the years, I was doing it through, there's 10 of us. There's 10 of us. At some point when I just started, I used to do £1,000 a month. And there's 10 of us. So over a year, we will do it. So for me, I prefer to collect last. So I think I did £1,000 every year for 3 years. So every year was 10 grand. And I was like, what? I was not getting interest. Okay, I was not getting interest from them. So I started doing it in Vite Bank. So now I'll just do £500 every month. So whatever it is you're doing, both of you have to be on the same level. Okay? Even the saving that I was doing, when I started that saving, I did not tell my husband I was doing it. I did not tell that my husband was doing it. So the first year ever that I did that saving, I was doing £1,000 a month. Married thing is deep. So something that if you are dating to marry, come and be camping on this channel, because I'm going to be bringing it raw. And if there's any topic that you guys find that you want me to come and talk on based on my own knowledge or my year of experience in marriage, I'll gladly speak about it. So I was doing that savings. I did not even tell my husband I was doing it. All I knew was that once I get my salary, I just moved the money. So there was 10 of us that was doing it, and I'm always the last person that takes the money. So I know how it works. So if I'm number 10, the first person, all of us will contribute 1,000. The person would get 10,000 pounds. Okay. And then the first person that got the 10,000 pounds, every other month, the person is still going to keep contributing. You won't say because you already get 10,000 pounds that you're not going to contribute anymore. No, because that's people's money. And at the end of the day, 1,000 is your more money out of that 10,000 pounds. Right? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So like 10 of us, we are doing contribution, and this person decided to collect. In so far, that's 10 people that's put up 10,000 pounds. So your own contribution from that money is just 1,000 pounds. So because you collect money now, you're not going to say you're not going to keep contributing, because the contribution has to go round till the last person. Okay. So same thing with this woman. The contribution she did, it probably was not her turn. Her account was used to collect or save the money. So she now borrowed the money for you, the husband. Your husband is now threatening her with divorce. You go cough that money, and that divorce, maybe in heaven, that's when you come out, you get it, you do the divorce. Maybe it's in heaven that you do divorce. So basically this story is just to make us to teach you young ones, the youngins, especially the youngers of nowadays. You just want to get married. Marriage. There was a time when I started dating my husband, my dad used to say like, this thing that you are running out, this thing that you are running after, when you get married, you get tired of it. I am tired of it. But still, I've learned, I've grown, right? I've learned and I've grown. And there are so many things that I've actually learned from not having stayed with my parents. From obviously, I left my home when I was 20. So I've practically lived my adult life away from my family. I've grown, like I've taught myself for the last 21 years. So what more is it that I'm losing out? No, I'm not. I have parental love, my mom's love and all of that. My mom still taught me I'm able to cook. There's no dishes, name it, that I cannot cook. Is it oriental dishes, whatever. I've learned that aspect of, like, say, my mom is a cook. I've learned all of that. Is it to wash clothes with hands? What is it I cannot do? And other things I've gone on as a grown person, to learn myself. So what I'm saying here is, as a woman, as a young woman, or as a young wife in a young marriage, open your eyes and your ears and your brain and learn and move slowly, codedly. And yes, a woman would always want to back up her husband. A woman will also always want to back her husband. And your husband should be willing to do the same for you. And if your husband is going to be willing to do the same for you, if there's anything he's doing, it needs to carry you along. It needs to carry you along. Like I was saying, that when I got that my first contribution of 10,000 pounds, I was like, wow, 10,000 pounds. And you guys know the exchange rate then. 10,000 pounds. I was like, what am I going to do with this money? I did not tell my husband I was doing the savings. I did not tell him that I was doing the savings. But obviously, I was like, no, I can't keep it to myself, because I'm not just the kind of person. Trust me, there are some things though that I will not tell my husband. Like when I was doing it, like I did not tell him that I was doing the savings, right? I did not tell him because I wanted to be sure that it's something that I can actually develop to continue doing. And as a woman, if you are here and you don't have a saving, if you don't have a personal saving to the side, I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what you are doing using your money for. Even me, as I'm here, that I am buying perfume every other month, I am still saving money. You always have to have a stash. This one that I'm talking here now, I'm still doing the contribution. So I'm sure from me talking in this video, that's how my husband will have heard now, because he's in the house. That's how he will have heard that I'm doing savings. That's how you will have heard I'm doing savings. When I started my savings, I did not tell him. So when I got that money, 10,000 pounds, I was like, oh, that's a lot of money. And I said to him that, Obeyemi, uncle, that I have this money. And we're like, how did you? And I'm like, I was just doing small. And we're able to figure out together, think of what to do with that money. And we put it to better use. The following year, I did the same thing again, £1,000 every month, 10,000 pounds. I told him it was like, how do you do it? You, this woman. If anybody speaks to my husband, you tell me, my wife is my manager. My wife is the manager. Yeah, that my husband calls me manager. And at times when I'm angry with him, I'm like, don't call me manager. Don't call me manager. You to be the manager. Learn how to manage money. When I say you to be the manager, you understand what I'm saying. Or if maybe the kids ask for something like, you know what, you know your mom is the manager, right? Go and ask your mom first. Whatever she says, we'll decide. It calls me the manager. It calls me the manager. So youngins dating to marry, young wife, 1 year married, 2 year married, 3 year married, even 5 year married, you are still young in marriage. Learn, okay? Learn. And as a woman as well, learn to keep some things to yourself. Yeah, I'm not asking you to keep secret from your husband, but things that will help you develop yourself more as compared to if you share it, it might sway you. Try and learn to keep some things to yourself. And like I said, it's not about keeping secret. No, it's about when maybe there's any personal development that you're trying to do or self development that you're trying to do, and you feel like you'd rather do it by yourself. It's better you do it yourself than Anyway, guys, I'm just going to round up. Let me read this last comment and then we'll finish up. Vivi said, marriage should have mutual understanding and carry each other along, apply maturity and wisdom. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, so since none of you have said anything about us doing this Bobrisky show tonight, so I think we're going to postpone that Bobrisky show till maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. Okay. So this me just rounding up, guys. Thank you so much, each and every one of you who have joined this live stream. If you know of anybody going through DV right now, if you think you have interfered, you've tried and it's not resolving, please speak out on their behalf. If you're in a country where police would respond, call the police. Okay. If you're in Nigeria and you think DV is going on with somebody, try and get evidence. Once you get the evidence of the DV going on, either call the family of that person, or you speak to the police. Or there are so many women organizations in Nigeria now. I think there are a couple in Lagos and in Ikeja. Try do what you can for that person. You are saving a soul. Okay, you are saving a soul. You're not poking your nose into people's matter, but you are saving a soul. And also, if there are children in that house, you are saving the lives of those children. Okay, you are saving the lives of those children. So women, don't ever sit down and keep quiet for DV. Don't. I'm telling you this. Don't. Look at the likes of Osinachi. Look at the likes of Bimbo, DVD, DVD or Bimbo. What's her name? Bimbo IVD. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Lost her life. The man will not tell me that he has not started knocking another woman. He's not going to tell me he's not started knocking another woman. And look at other women that have lost their lives when they could have walked away. Those men will not tell me they're not knocking another woman. They're moving on with their lives. And best the woman that decided to stay, she's 6 feet beneath the ground. You know what, guys, let me just stop here. I don't want to start bringing up memories. So thank you so much to each and every one of you that have been here for me tonight. I really appreciate you, for your comments, for being here with me from the beginning. I really, really appreciate you. For those of you who are new to my channel, you are welcome, and I hope you love what I'm doing on this channel. And also give me ideas. I've actually developed a content block, or whatever they call it now. Leave me suggestions. You can DM me. My Instagram handle is Thatmumof5, same handle as my channel. DM me of content you think that I can do on my channel. You are helping a sister grow, because revenue must revenue this month too. Christmas is coming, and we must eat at least. Let my £300 every month revenue. Let me be getting that, please. Speak out like VDM. Exactly. Speak out like VDM. Let my revenue this month. Christmas is coming, and I need to make sure my £300 monthly YouTube revenue is steady, at least till after Christmas. So after Christmas, even if I don't get up to £300 every month from YouTube revenue, I will not be mad. I will not be mad. So guys, the way you can do that is like liking this video, sharing it, helping me with content content advice or whatever, super chatting me. And yes, a few of you has actually sent me a PayPal. If you don't want to super chat because YouTube takes a certain percentage from the super chat, my PayPal is in the description of all of my videos. You can find my PayPal there. I accept PayPal as well. So Christmas is coming, and you all know in this country, if it is not designer gifts, the children will not collect it. Children will not collect that. At least the state that my children are now. If the trainers is not Nike, if it is not Adidas, if it is not branded, just don't make any effort of giving them something that is not branded. And yes, I'm not training my kids to be spoiled. Okay, at times Christmas is once a year, and once they want something that I felt like they need, I often go out of the way to ensure I get it for them. So watch my videos, please. Biko, watch. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you all. Have a lovely Sunday night. And we are 1 hour behind now in the UK. So the time is currently 20 past 7. So I believe Nigeria is going to be 20 past 8. So Nigeria is 1 hour ahead of us. Vivi said older kids easiest thing is give them money or buy what they want. So last year, what I did for my older two, I gave them money. I gave them money and I just got them lingerie store because I don't know. See all these Obodo children. I don't know why they don't like going to the shop to go and be buying themselves bra and all of this stuff. And I'm like, come, go to the shop and buy yourself stuff now. So I think I'm going to do the same thing this year again. So at least I've got a 20-year-old, a 19-year-old, and an 18-year-old. So I think I'm going to give them money, and then maybe for the boy, getting boxers, socks, and underwear like singlets, sleeveless stuff that you can wear underneath. Get that for him, and then my older girls, get them money, get them skincare stuff like affordable. They love drugstore a lot, especially, so I get them super drugstore for skincare, and get them money, give them money, get them some drugstore skincare stuff, and maybe a couple of lingerie sets. So Fenty does beautiful, 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 beautiful lingerie sets, and I always wait for when Fenty Savage X Fenty does their sales. That's when I shop there. So I already know what I want for. I'm going to get for the older ones, and for my last two, my youngest son, he plays football, so the thing he's going to be asking me for is going to be football boots, like football stuff, football boots, jersey, and stuff. That's what he's going to be asking me for. And my last daughter, she's a December baby as well. Her birthday is December 22nd. So, yeah, two lists from her. She's going to give me a list for her birthday and a list for Christmas. And she too, she's also into skincare stuff as well. And yeah, clothes and shoes. Yeah. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Like I said, please continue to like my video. Hmm? I beg, okay? And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. I'm working tomorrow, so I'll see you later on in the evening. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I hope you like what you see on my channel. There are many more stuff you can catch up on. And don't hesitate to join the family by liking the video, drop a comment in regards to what we have discussed today, and turn on the post notification so you don't miss any other time I'm back here to talk about things like this. And even for when I upload videos, I've got two videos I'm going to be sharing, okay? So maybe in the course of the week. And yeah, thank you so much. Good night, Vivi. And I'm wishing you all what's that word I normally use? An amazing, amazing week ahead. Come and say, what can I do for my girls, 8 and 11? Just keep an eye. What do they like doing? Like for my what most of the time, my daughter, my youngest one, she normally asks for Play-Doh. That's what she asked for when she was between that age. She's going to be 14 in December. So she asked for Play-Doh, like this soft play thingy, like that they use in play, imagination play. She often asks for that a lot. So lots of colored pens, books, obviously clothes, shoes. Those are the things she asked for. So maybe those things could work for your 8 and 11-year-olds. Common sense. Anyway, thank you guys, and I wish you all an amazing week ahead. And hopefully, I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, and stay blessed. All right, bye.